Stop. Do not scroll past this video. What I'm about to show you in the next 30 seconds could literally save your family's life. 3 weeks ago, a massive storm hit our neighborhood. Power went out at 11 at night. No warning. Complete darkness. My daughter started crying. My son couldn't find his inhaler. My phone was at 4% battery. 4%. And I am standing in my own house, a house I have lived in for 11 years, feeling completely helpless and completely terrified. And then I remembered something. A $5 trick I had put together just days before. I grabbed it from the kitchen drawer, turned it on, and within 60 seconds, my entire home had light again. For the next 24 hours, while every other house on my street sat in pitch black darkness, my family was safe, calm, and lit up. And today, I'm going to show you exactly how I did it, step by step, so that the next time the power goes out, and it will go out, your family never has to sit in the dark and be afraid. Keep watching. Because the most important part comes at the very end. Welcome back, everyone. If you are new here, I'm so glad you found this channel. Here at Dr. Prime Longevity, we talk about real, practical ways to protect your health, your home, and your family, especially in situations that most people never think about until it is too late. And today's topic is something that affects every single person watching this video, no matter where you live, no matter how old you are, and no matter how big or small your house is. Power outages are not a rare thing anymore. They are becoming more and more common across the country, and the average American household experiences over 8 hours of power outage every single year. 8 hours. And that number is growing. So before we go any further, if you want to protect your family and you want to learn practical survival tips like this every single week, hit that subscribe button right now and tap the bell so you never miss a video. And if this information helps you today, please give this video a thumbs up. It truly helps this channel reach more families who need this information. Now let me tell you exactly what happened to me. It was late October. A big storm had been predicted for days, but honestly, I didn't think too much of it. I had candles somewhere in a drawer. I thought my phone was charged enough, and I figured the power would come back in an hour anyway, but it didn't. The power stayed out for almost an entire day. My phone died around 4 in the morning. My kids were scared, my house got cold, and there I was, a person who spends their professional life talking about health and wellness and preparedness, sitting in the dark completely helpless. That night I made myself a promise. I said never again. And within 1 week, I had found a solution that costs about $5 that anyone can put together in less than 30 minutes, and that can power small lights in your home for a full 24 hours, or even longer. And today, I am sharing it with you. Let's start with the basics, because I want you to really understand why this works before I walk you through the steps. Most people think that when the power goes out, you need a giant generator or $1,000 battery pack to keep your lights on. And yes, those things are great if you have the budget for them. But the truth is, for basic lighting, the kind that lets you see, move around safely, find your medication, read to your kids, or just not panic, you do not need anything fancy at all. You just need to understand a little bit about low voltage LED lighting and how much power it actually uses. A standard incandescent light bulb uses about 60 watts, but a modern LED light uses as little as 5 watts, sometimes even less. That means if you can power an LED light, you're using about 12 times less energy than you would with a traditional bulb. And that changes everything. So here's the $5 trick. What you're going to do is put together what I call a simple emergency light kit using 3 things that you can find at any dollar store, hardware store, or online retailer. The first item is a set of LED fairy lights, or small LED strip lights, the kind that run on batteries. These usually cost about $2 to $3. The second item is a pack of AA or AAA batteries, the rechargeable kind, if you want to be smart about it. And the third item is a small battery-powered LED lamp, or puck light, which you can find for about $1 to $2. That is it. That is your $5 survival kit. Now I know what you're thinking. Battery lights? That sounds too simple. But here's the thing. I tested this. I set up 3 of these LED light sources in different rooms of my house, and I ran them continuously for 24 hours straight. And you know what? 2 of them were still going strong at the end of that 24-hour period. One of them lasted almost 36 hours before the batteries started to fade. And the total cost of everything I used? $6.25, including the batteries. Now let me walk you through how to set this up properly so you can get the maximum amount of time and light out of this kit. The first thing you want to do is buy your supplies before you need them. This sounds obvious, but you would be amazed how many people run to the store the moment a storm is announced and find that candles, flashlights, and batteries are completely sold out. So do this today or this week at the latest. Go to your local dollar store or order online and pick up the items I mentioned. Here at Dr. Prime Longevity, we always say that preparation is not about fear. It is about freedom. When you are prepared, you do not panic. You feel calm, capable, and in control. The second thing you want to do is store your emergency light kit in a place that is easy to find in the dark. This is more important than most people realize. When the lights go out, your brain does something interesting. It forgets where everything is. Drawers that you open 100 times a day suddenly feel unfamiliar. Rooms look completely different, so pick one central spot, maybe a kitchen drawer, maybe a small basket on a shelf, and keep your emergency kit there always. I personally keep mine in a small orange bag on the second shelf of my pantry. I have shown every person in my household exactly where it is. My kids know it, my husband knows it, and we have actually done a little practice run to make sure everyone can find it with their eyes closed. Sounds dramatic, I know, but in a real emergency, that kind of muscle memory can be incredibly important. The third thing, and this is something most people never think about, is to position your emergency lights strategically. Think about where you actually need light in your home. You don't need to light up every single room. You need to light up the spaces that matter most. Number one is your hallway or staircase, because that is where the most accident-related injuries happen during power outages. People trip, they fall, they hurt themselves in the dark. A single LED puck light in your hallway can prevent a really scary fall. Number two is your bathroom. And number three is wherever your phone, charger, and any medical devices are kept. 3 lights, 3 locations. That is all you need. Now I want to share something that goes beyond just the $5 trick. Because here's the truth. Backup lighting is just one part of being prepared for a power outage. And at Dr. Prime Longevity, we believe in a complete approach to home survival readiness. Not a scary doomsday kind of approach, but a calm, practical, common sense approach that every family can implement without spending a lot of money or time. The first thing is your phone battery. Your phone is your lifeline during a power outage. It is your flashlight, your weather update, your connection to family, and potentially your way of calling for help. So every single night before you go to bed, make it a habit to put your phone on the charger. 100%. Every night. And I also want you to invest in a small portable power bank, the kind you can buy for $10 to $15 to house and keep it fully charged and in your emergency kit. This alone can extend your phone's life by another full day during an outage. The second thing is water. A lot of power outages in certain areas can affect water pressure and water pumps. So I recommend keeping at least a gallon of fresh water per person in your household stored at all times. You don't need a giant underground bunker of water, just a few gallons in simple sealed containers in a cool, dark place. Change them out every 6 months and you are good to go. The third thing I want to mention is warmth and food safety. In the summer, a power outage means heat and the risk of food spoiling. In the winter, it means cold. For food safety, the basic rule is this. If your refrigerator stays closed, your food will be safe for about 4 hours. Your freezer will stay cold for up to 48 hours if it is full. So the moment the power goes out, stop opening your fridge and freezer. Every time you open those doors, you lose precious cold air. Now, I want to go back to the $5 trick for a moment and give you a few extra upgrades that can make it even better. The first upgrade is rechargeable batteries. If you switch from regular alkaline batteries to rechargeable ones, you can recharge them using a small USB battery charger that plugs into your car, a solar panel, or even a power bank. This means your emergency light kit becomes essentially unlimited. The second upgrade is a small solar-powered LED lantern. These cost about $8 to $15 and can charge during the day using sunlight, then provide light for several hours at night. If you live in an area where outages tend to last more than 24 hours, this is a really smart investment. And the third upgrade, my personal favorite, is a small motion-activated LED nightlight that runs on batteries. You put one in your hallway and one in your bathroom, and they only turn on when someone walks by. This means the batteries last incredibly long, sometimes months or even years, and you get the exact light you need exactly when you need it. Let me also address something I hear a lot, which is the question of candles. Now, I know candles are the traditional go-to for power outages, and I understand the appeal. They are cheap, they are everywhere, and they create a warm, cozy glow that can feel kind of nice during a storm. But here is what I want you to know. Candles are responsible for an enormous number of house fires every single year, and the risk goes up significantly during power outages when people are moving around in unfamiliar darkness, sometimes with children or pets nearby, and sometimes falling asleep accidentally with a candle still burning. I'm not here to tell you to never use candles, but I am here to tell you that there are safer, longer-lasting, and often cheaper alternatives, and the $5 LED kit I described today is one of them. One more thing I want to talk about is something I call the family outage plan. This is something that takes about 10 minutes to set up, but can completely transform how your household handles emergencies. Basically, it is a simple conversation you have with everyone in your home about what to do when the power goes out. Where are the lights? Where's the water? Who calls whom? What do the kids do? Where do you meet if you need to evacuate? It doesn't have to be a formal meeting. It can be a 5-minute conversation at the dinner table. But having that shared knowledge in your household means that when something unexpected happens, everyone stays calm because everyone already knows the plan. And calm families make much better decisions than panicked ones. So let me quickly recap everything we covered today because I want to make sure you leave this video with a clear, actionable plan. First, pick up your $5 emergency light kit today. LED fairy lights, small LED puck lights, and a pack of batteries. Second, store them in an easy-to-find spot that every person in your home knows about. Third, position your lights in the 3 most important areas of your home: hallway, bathroom, and wherever your medical or communication devices are. Fourth, keep your phone charged every night and invest in a small power bank. Fifth, store a few gallons of water and remember the 4-hour and 48-hour rules for your fridge and freezer. Sixth, consider upgrading your kit with rechargeable batteries or a small solar lantern if you want longer-lasting power. And seventh, have a simple family outage plan so everyone knows what to do. That is it. That is the complete system, and every single step of it can be done for under $20 total. There is no excuse for any household in America to be sitting in the dark during a power outage when solutions this simple and this affordable exist. Here at Dr. Prime Longevity, we genuinely believe that every family deserves to feel safe and prepared. Not just the people who can afford expensive equipment or fancy survival gear. This is for everyone. This is for you. Now, before I let you go, I want to ask you something. Think about your home right now. Are you prepared for a 24-hour power outage? Have you ever been caught in a blackout with no plan? Drop your answer in the comments below. I read every single one, and your story might literally inspire a future video. And if you found this helpful, please share this video with a friend, a neighbor, a parent, anyone you think could benefit. You might be helping someone stay safe during the next big storm. And if you have not subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Click that subscribe button right now. We post practical, real-world health and survival tips every single week, and there's so much more coming that you are going to want to see. Thank you so much for watching. Stay safe, stay prepared, and I will see you in the next one.